All right, boys and girls of YouTube world. Today we're going to be doing another DIY video, do it yourself. As you guys know, that me and Jennifer just got back from a 4-day camping trip. We do it every year for her birthday. Usually we just go over here to the state park that's local to us. But on September the 1st, we got an email saying they canceled our reservation due to the park closing for renovations. So in turn, we had to go to the east side of the state, and we camped 4 days on Lake Huron, which was close by our hometown. So we got to see our grandkids and family, which was kind of cool. But the downfall of that whole thing was we missed the Bay Cities roller race that we wanted to go to so bad. But we are making plans to either go to Lapeer Dragway for Test and Tune or over to Ubley one last time this year. But I figured this would be a good video for anybody that has RVs, campers, how to correctly winterize your RV or camper. So I figured I'd do a quick video on that today. First step that you're going to want to do is, well, as you guys can see here, I went and picked up 3 gallons of the RV and Marine antifreeze. It is good to 50 below. I got my little 90-degree fitting with some clear hose. But first step that you guys are going to want to do is drain your hot water tank. Which on our camper, it is here. And it's got a 7/8 plug here, which I already drained. But I always put the plug back in just so no bugs or beetles or ladybugs, they like to get in there and make nests. So we're going to screw that back in, but that's the first step you want to do is drain your hot water tank. Before you pull that plug, you want to hit your pressure relief valve, let any pressure that's on the tank off, and then go ahead and pull your plug after the pressure's been released. Close that back up. And if you have any low point drains, which we have some in the back, which I already drained. This is actually it says right on the RV here, low point drain. So I got that. We drained the the freshwater tank. And I drained my low point drains. So we're good there. Next step. And you also have, this one actually has more low point drains up front here. Usually they'll tell you on the RV or the camper where they're located. So you always want to drain them also to get any excess water. But the next step what you'd want to do is turn your pump on, which some campers, you can see here, this has a board that tells you how fresh your battery is, which we're down to 2 on the battery. Fresh water tank, black tank, and your gray tank. Your fresh water tank is your potable tank. Your black is obviously your toilet. And your gray is going to be your sinks. So if you're unsure where your pump is located, because you're going to have to go on the inlet of your pump to hook your hose up for the antifreeze, all you do is turn your pump on and listen. Sometimes they'll be under cabinets. Sometimes they'll be under the bed, which as you guys can see here, that's the case here. So I'm going to have to climb underneath there and hook my hose up. Sometimes they'll be behind panels. So just turn your pump on and listen for where it's at. So I'm going to set you guys down, get my antifreeze in here, and I'll bring you back underneath there and show you what side of the pump to hook the hose up to. All right, as you guys can see, I wedged myself under the bed here, and there's your pump. And you guys can see the white line coming out of this side. That way you'll know which one is the outlet side. They always have hard lines on the outlet side. And on the inlet side, you'll see they're always like a clear hose, and they'll be running out of your potable tank here, your fresh water tank. And if you have any questions, you can see up there your city water. That's also coming into the hard lines. And I don't know what they got going on here. They got the hose cut and the splice back in there. Like I said, we got this last winter, so I've never been under here to winterize. I know there's no leaks or nothing. So I don't know what they got going on there, but I'm going to have to figure that. Oh, one of them's going up there to the overflow. Okay. And the other one is the outlet from the tank to the pump. So we're going to want to go on this side of the pump and loosen this up. And you're going to lose some water. And they're usually not that tight. You know, we drained a little bit out. Oh, boy, it's kind of tight in here for a big guy. But then we're going to end up hooking our hose up. See if I can set you guys up somewhere where you're not going to fall. How well you can see back there. Alright, there was nowhere to set you, so I just shut it off and did what I had to do. You guys can see there, I got my 90 hooked up to the inlet side of the pump. All your other water lines that are going to the camper out of the potable tank to the pump is disconnected. So we should be good here at the pump. And we got our hose running outside here. So now we can stretch it out and hook them up to our antifreeze jugs. So let me see, make sure everything else looks like it's supposed to. Yep. All right, let me climb out of here and we'll go over the next step. All right, now that we got that part done, as you guys can see, there's not a lot of room in there for a bigger man as myself, but we got it. As you guys can see, I got my clear hose running into my jug. Our clear hose is hooked to the pump on the inlet side of the pump. So we're good back here. Next step you want to do before you turn your pump on is go on the back side of your hot water tank and shut the valves off to the hot water tank. That way you're not filling your hot water tank with antifreeze. So luckily for us, oh crap, I better go get my light. Made that mistake the first time. And I was about to make it again. And the wife's gonna kill me because I tracked in a bunch of grass all over a nice clean floor. Whoopsie. Another tight squeeze. Now let's see here. Laying on the floor again. Get this set up in here. Which while I'm under here, I'm going to shut my electric off to the hot water tank. But there's the back side of your hot water tank. And as you guys can see here, you got a top hose or top line, and you got your bottom line. That's cold. The bottom is cold coming in. The top one is hot coming out. So what we're going to do here, and as you guys can see there's 3 valves. We're going to close this top one, close this bottom one, and open this middle one. The way everything bypasses the hot water tank completely. So let me see if I can set you guys up in here somewhere where I can get at it. Probably not, because I don't have my stand. Let me just get it done and I'll bring you guys right back. That's the easiest way. And just like movie magic, there you go. The top line is closed now. The bottoms is closed. And we opened up the middle line. So if you guys are ever wondering how you know if your valve was open and closed, open as always goes in line with the line. If you see it like the bottom where it's not going in line, then you know it's closed. So everything is bypassing our hot water tank. Looks like we had a little bit of corrosion on that fitting there. Not bad. I tell you what, this hot water tank works on electric and gas, and it gets hot. We use electric at the campground because, you know, you pay for your site. electric's free. So why burn up your gas, right? So now we're all set there. So now what we're gonna do, oh, excuse me. Oh crap. It's hard to believe I used to do this for a living. Man, I'm sweating on my glasses. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back over here to our panel. Are you telling me my battery's dead? I thought we had 2 left. Oh shit. Did I knock something off the pump? Oh, she's low. Alright, I'm going to back my truck up and plug in the 7-way. I'll bring you guys right back. The battery must be too dead to activate the pump. It is a used battery from Tony. I mean, it works good for, we've been back for only 4 days. And I had the battery charging for probably 3 days before we left. And so it's been charging for a week straight. So, not good. But let me back the Tahoe up, plug it in, and that'll give us power. All right, I got the truck here. Oh, Thor. Oh, reach. Yep. Let me set you down for a quick second. All right, that should do us. I go back in here and track some more grass in. See if our, oh yeah, that's nice and bright now. Make more of a mess on the floor. There we go. Okay, she sucked down 1/4 gallon. And the pump shut off. That means there's pressure. So I guess we'll start out here at the kitchen. Man, she is gonna kick my rear end. I just cut grass yesterday, so there's still grass clippings out there. Man, we're gonna go on our cold side. And you're gonna run it till we start seeing pink. That's pushing all the water out. See the pink in there? There we go. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's pink. So we know the cold's good. Hot's gonna do the same thing on your faucets. Now we're getting pink. I always like to let it run for a minute. That way you know you're getting some in your traps, because your traps hold a lot of water. And then we're gonna come in here to the bathroom. Do the same thing here. Pushing all the water out. Now we're getting pink. Clear water again on the hot side. I can hear the pump starting to, must be getting low on our gallon. And there's still a little bit. Yeah, but you can see it's starting to suck air in the hose. So we'll get another gallon out here. Yeah, usually 2 to 3 gallons is plenty for this. Stick that in there. We'll have to see what happens. Alright, there she goes. She picked it up again. So hot's good there. Cold's good there. We're sucking out of toilet's all set. Yeah, you hear the pump running. Lost our prime. Hopefully we can pick it back up in the shower. Yeah, there she goes. Cold side. And on your showers, you got a little on and off. Let me see which one's which. That's off, so you always want to make sure you get some out of your shower head too. Shut her back off. Bring that back up. And we lost prime again. Yep. So let me switch the gallon out. I'm going to switch the gallon out and I'll bring you guys right back. You already seen me do it. And there's a couple more steps to go over, but then we'll have this wrapped up. So let me switch gallons. I'll bring you right back. All right. I got my main water line hooked back up from my potable tank. I unhooked my antifreeze line and just left it lay back there behind the cabinet there for next year. That way I know where it's at. So this part is done. I do have to come through and I do have to come through and give her a sweeping out. Bathroom's all set. Tub, I'm gonna wipe up a little bit of stuff here, and I'm gonna have to sweep out. But I just took the other jug, the last jug that we used, that was remaining in there after it started sucking air, and I dumped it down my vent or drain for my traps there and in the tub, and that leaves us these two here. So I'm going to take one, finish it off down the drain there. Might as well not waste it. This stuff's like 3 something a gallon. And this side, so we're good there. And what you want to do is let a little bit of pressure off. And there's one more step we got to do. We got to come out here. Oh, hopefully I can get it. I'm going to grab the screwdriver out of here. But your city water connection always holds water to the top. So what I always do, you got a little screen in here. You pull your screen out, and there's a little check valve. You see that check valve in there? So what I'll do now, there's no pressure on there. Yep, she just spit some antifreeze, so we know that we're good there. A lot of people don't do that, and it'll freeze the city water connection right there. I know we got antifreeze there now, so that's all good. Of course, more grass on my feet. I need to go get a rag for my hand now. El Camino. Still ready for action. Just waiting on when the action's gonna be. Oh yeah. But anyways, it's pretty hot underneath that bed and underneath that cabinet up front. It's supposed to actually be a pretty nice week here, this week coming up. But we're not going camping any more times this year, so I figured I would get it done and share it with you guys. So there you guys go. A DIY on how to winterize your RV, camper, boats. They have the same kind of Sure pump on them. You know, I don't know about the outdrives. I've never got into it, but campers and RV, there you go. So that's going to wrap up this video. And as usual, I really appreciate everybody for watching. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. All right. Bye-bye.